this is Wojtek from my magazine. Today I'd like to show you a tablet, the Omega Meteor. It's produced by Platinet. It's an 8-inch tablet with an average weight, which is about 450 grams or so. It has a 1024 by 768 pixel screen. It's very similar to the iPad mini in that regard. The Omega Meteor has Android 4.1 on board, which is a pretty recent version, and the differences between it and the newest 4.2 version are almost purely cosmetic. An important characteristic is the IPS screen, which does a decent job rendering colors, which you can see by looking at my photos. I did a quick comparison with my computer screen, and the difference isn't that big. The tablet really handles them quite well, and this is one of its most important features. It's loaded with pretty much everything. It's got a dual-core SoC, which is clocked at 1.6 GHz, 2 cameras, front and back. You don't, or at least you shouldn't take pictures with your tablet anyway, so this isn't anything critical. The Meteor also has a few ports. We have a standard iPad mini style sleep-wake button on the top right edge, a headphone jack. The power supply doesn't use a standard micro USB port, so you'll have to rely on the charger it comes with. There's also an HDMI port and a micro SD slot. The tablet supports cards up to 32 gigabytes, which you'll need in the case of this model, because it has only 4 gigabytes of flash memory on board, of which nearly 1.5 gigabytes are used for the system applications and various bundled multimedia files. The user interface, in comparison with the Nexus 7 for example, uses Android's tablet UI. The Android version supplied is practically stock, and so is the keyboard. You also get a few pre-installed apps: Explorer for browsing the file system, Platinet's own toy helicopter controller, which you can purchase separately, as well as an ebook reader with a few books included. The Omega MID8501 also supports full HD video playback, which is pretty important since it's comfortable enough to handhold for extended periods of time. It's also very well made considering its price. The screen itself doesn't flex. It's pretty solid. The back, which is made of plastic, does though. However, it doesn't have any impact on the use of the tablet itself. This is the aforementioned flap to access the micro SD slot. You just slide it in and get up to 36 gigabytes of storage. The Omega Meteor also has a quad-core graphics chip, which should make short work of anything you throw at it. It naturally has integrated Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, and also supports 802.11n at 2.4 GHz, so it should be compatible with close to any wireless network. The device itself works surprisingly well. I didn't notice any lag when using various apps. Everything loads quickly and efficiently. You also get Google's Play Store pre-installed, which is quite important. This allows you to access all of the apps in it. I haven't had any compatibility problems so far. In most use cases, people will use the Omega Meteor for casual web browsing, and this is one of the areas in which it's very good. What's interesting is the built-in flash support. Some people still care for this, so they don't have to worry about whether a page will load or not. The tablet UI is interesting when compared to the Nexus 7 because it offers a much more comfortable workspace. This is mainly because of the larger screen real estate. I really like the fact that notifications are in the lower right hand corner of the screen and that I don't have to reach to the top to open them. The apps are accessed from the top right corner. I usually have one thumb resting that area anyway, so it's a really handy way to open the list. Apart from the standard apps which are included with Android tablets, you also get things like the aforementioned ebook reader, an application to edit Microsoft Office documents, and various others. You can of course install anything from the Play Store itself, so you can personalize your experience easily. However, the basic functionality should suffice for most users. The most attractive feature of the Omega Meteor is its price in Europe, which is around 140 euros, which comes to about 180 US dollars with VAT. You might be able to buy it for less if you look hard enough. I believe it's worth looking into because not everyone can afford to spend 400, 500 euros on a tablet, and this could potentially make a great gift for your family or friends. The most promising feature is indeed the IPS screen, and the color rendering should be more than good enough for most buyers. The resolution is maybe as high as some would like it to be, but then again, we don't hold the device right up to our face, and the pixels disappear the further away we hold it anyway. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked this presentation. Cheers. See ya.